Who's this?
Hi, Cody boy.
Hi, Adriana.
Hi.
I'm not.
I'm not what? Listening. Say listening.
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying.
You're not lying? Oh, I'm so glad you're not lying. How come you're not sleeping?
Because I'm sad.
Oh, you're sad? What is Daddy doing to you?
Whoa! It's so mom.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm recording already. Cody, I forgot. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. Thank you, Cody, for our beginning minute of entertainment over there, and Daddy, of course. So tonight we are going to continue to look at the doTERRA sales guide, and you guys, we are we're getting down to the end of it here. Tonight we're going to be looking at page 20 and 21, and possibly even just following this up, doing the unlocking your potential portion kind of on your own, using all of the scores that you've tallied. So I just want to make sure that last week we covered answering objections. So before we get into it, go ahead and grab an oil that's near you that you are feeling inspired by tonight. I am beautiful tonight. If you guys don't have this blend, I think I have a couple stashed someplace. If you feel so inclined, place your hand over your heart. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things before we dive in. Precious Petals is still happening. So if you got an enrollment last month, or 2 enrollments, or however many, or no enrollment, it's not too late to still earn that Kananga oil, the jasmine, the rose. Those are all still up for grabs. So Precious Petals enrollment promotion is still going strong. I noticed that after BOGO months, and I'm the same way, I hit a little bit of a fatigue because BOGO months take so much energy. So really go back and visit the people that showed interest in BOGOs, that bought BOGOs, that don't have memberships, that are hopefully utilizing their oils and maybe want to learn more, or want to expand their collection. I have had many a BOGO person end up being a customer and enrolling with a wholesale membership. So Precious Petals is still happening. What else is there to talk about? The Laurel Leaf, huge hit. I know Summer Savory was kind of wah, wah, wah. I mean, if you got it free, great. But Laurel Leaf, I just am hearing so many rave reviews. So reach out to all of your current customers and let them know that if they love Breathe, if they need respiratory support, they want this oil in their lives. And so, help them see the value of getting that oil for free. And I know several people have said to me that they hope that they make it a permanent oil as well. I still am waiting for my box. And actually, this is kind of a good opportunity because I placed an order like the night of the 31st. So basically the first for doTERRA world, but the 31st for us. And I still have not gotten it. And not only have I not gotten it, but I have not gotten a shipping confirmation email yet. This box had my LLV in it. And so I think on the 5th, I messaged them and I said, hey, I still haven't gotten a shipping confirmation. What's going on? They apologized profusely. They put 15 points in my account. They said, we're following up on it. The next day I woke up, I still didn't have a shipping confirmation in my email. I messaged them again. I said, listen, I don't mean to be crazy, but I will be crazy if I don't have my LLV. So help me out here. Where is my box? And they said, we're taking care of it. They refunded my shipping $5. I mean, whatever. I don't even care about that. I just need my LLV. And the truth is that I'm using these travel packets. They're kind of like my backup, but Zai takes LLV too. And I literally have none except for these travel packets. So it's really important that I get my LLV. Well, today I woke up and I still didn't have a shipping confirmation email. Which, if you guys know, you know that doTERRA that is very unlike them, right? And so I messaged them. They sent me a replacement order. She said, I don't know what's going on. They sent me a replacement order. The reason why I'm telling you guys this story is for several reasons. One, our customer service is amazing, but this could happen to a new customer. This could happen to an existing customer. You have to help people help themselves by contacting customer service and just kind of, was it an inconvenience? Yes. But honestly, you guys, I live chatted for like 5 minutes each day. I love live chat. It's like the easiest thing in the world. So just, remember that we always want to steer our customers and ourselves towards customer support, towards customer service. If you ever don't get an answer that you don't like, I will suggest this, call back and find somebody else who will give you an answer that you will like. I've only ever had once or maybe twice in my whole going on 6 years now, somebody say like, oh no, you can't get the 200 PV promotion because you didn't do it all at once. Oh no. Yes, you can get that 200 PV promotion. doTERRA will always honor stuff like that. Say you place the 100 PV LRP and then you place the 30 PV LRP before the 15th. Live chat them. Ask them for the free oil. Chances are they're going to give it to you, okay? They are amazing, but they're not perfect. And so we have to remember that. We have to help our customers understand that they need to advocate for themselves when things happen, when things go wrong. And then if customer service isn't helping them, then I would want, like my customer who tried to, chat with them 3 days in a row about something, I would want them to come to me. And then that's what account managers are for. That's what your uplines are for. So everyone that is a silver and above has an account manager. So just know that there is like a chain of, I don't know, it's not command, but you know what I mean, like hierarchy. But we do want to utilize customer service as much as possible. And I said in my feedback to them, listen, you guys are awesome. I love you. But if I was a new customer, I'd be super irritated, right? So we just need to always be advocates for people being advocates for themselves, basically. Anything else? Convention. Okay, you guys, August is the month where we start getting so excited for convention. Those of you guys that aren't going to convention, just know that you will have to put up with this probably from the time we go to the time we're there. So but we bring all the love back home with us. So you benefit in that way. October 26th, teacher mistake. October 26th is the unofficial date of a post-convention tour on Oahu. I just booked a hotel room. I think it fits, it's supposed to fit 4, but I think it could fit up to 6. Those of you that are on Oahu, all my Oahu peeps, and anyone who has a downline on Oahu or anyone interested on Oahu, please, 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 please save that date. They talked about it on the Diamond Call today. It's going to be amazing. Everybody gets a free exclusive oil for coming. They said it's a 10 ml roller of some sort. Your $15 ticket covers you and your guest who's not a member yet. That's the ideal. Every member has to buy their own $15 ticket, but that $15 ticket gets you a ticket for a guest. Free 10 ml like exclusive blend for attending. Convention kits will be sold there. They said they'll have an enrollment promo like no one has ever seen before. They're going to have a bunch of stations and booths. Those of you that are planning on coming up that are builders, chances are we're going to have to run a booth. So, well, you're all builders, but you know what I mean. Like, chances are we're going to have to run a booth. So we'll try to figure it out based on, you know, who has people that are coming to the event. I know for myself, I'm obviously going to try to get a new customer, a new potential customer there. But ultimately, my bigger goal is to support all of you guys doing that, especially our Oahu people. Our Oahu team is growing rapidly, and it's super amazing, but I want all those people to feel supported. I am coming up to Oahu at the end of the month to help Fraser host her first class. And so, yeah, and Kanani is going to be up there the weekend before that. So, no, you're not. We're not. Kanani's not going. Okay, never mind. Ixnay on that. Liza will be out there the last weekend of the month. So yeah. But that event is going to be really, really great. If you start to talk to your team about it now and you think that you're going to have people that want to go, you might want to just book a room, like a hotel room that you can cancel within a few days or whatever. It's going to be at the Sheraton Waikiki. Is that event. Okay, so it's 8:45 already. Anything else I'm missing? Convention? Anything? No?
Quick question, Liza.
Yes.
Do you know the time for the doTERRA?
Yes, that's a good
October?
question. I think it's morning, like 9 a.m. to 1, or it's like an all-day event.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm planning on flying up Friday night. And yeah. So
What's the date again? Sorry.
October 26th. It's a Saturday. Yeah, I know. Is that like the last weekend of Jared's cross country, Kate, or something crappy like that for you? Okay. And listen, I don't expect that everybody from Maui goes. I will say this. If you can't go to convention, this would be, from what it sounds like, a great alternative. If you can't go, but you have people that are going, can I get a show of hands real quick who's planning on going? Okay, Fraser, Kanan. Okay, Kate, planning on going. Okay, so Tasha. Okay, awesome. This is great, which means that, like, Beth, if you're not going, but you have somebody on Oahu, Kate can take them and still enroll them under you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people to not invite potential customers to this event because they're not going. And if there's at least 4 or 5 of us, which just on this call there is, so I imagine we'll have others that will go. Fraser definitely talked to Tia about trying to block off that date, that kind of thing, you know. Then don't hesitate to reach out to other people and encourage them to come, because it's only $15 for 2 tickets. Like, it's crazy. So okay. All right. So if there's nothing else, class schedule went out. The first Maui class is here on Sunday. And then my mom is actually hosting an online class. I'm actually surprised she's not on here tonight. But she's doing our an essential oils for brain health class online. It is going to be at noon, but I'm hoping she'll do like a replay of that and everything as well. So yeah, any other questions? Yeah.
When
Do you know when we can start buying the tickets for the post-convention?
They probably won't come out until after convention ends, but don't worry, they only booked venues for a minimum of 1,000 people. So their whole hope is to recreate convention, but not but targeting new customers, if that makes sense. But kind of like the excitement and the buzz and the, you know, that convention kind of offers. So for those of you that haven't gone before, like there's booths and so that's what they're going to kind of do. Like there might be an On Guard booth and a Lifelong Vitality booth and that kind of thing. So as soon as they're released, you'll hear about it from me, because I'll post it in the customer group, the builders group. It'll be on my Instagram and everything. So as soon as they release tickets for that, I would imagine it's going to be after, right after convention ends. Yeah. So later on in September. Yeah, great.
Can we buy more than one?
Yes, absolutely. I think so. That's a good question. Like from your account. So when you buy a ticket, it counts for you and one new person. But yeah, you know why? Because they said if you're going to bring 10 new customers, which you're totally allowed to do, then you would buy 5 tickets basically.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Which honestly, you guys, just for the 10 mil roller you'll get. Now, for those of us on Maui, it's a little bit of an extra expense. But if you're making money with your business, you need write-offs, you guys. And these are write-offs. You know, if you're making any money at this business, you're making money. And we all need write-offs as small business owners. So definitely look at the positives of that too. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. And I want to just preface tonight's content by saying that I'm not good at this part at all. In fact, I feel like I've never been good at this part of the business. So there's that. So tonight on page 20, we are talking about the last and final step of the sales cycle, which is to gather referrals. And we want to leverage excitement from classes to gather referrals and book future classes with members. You can expect that people want to help their friends and family. You may find that people go blank if you just ask, who do you know? So help them jog their memory by suggesting categories of people: friends, family, coworkers, etc. So when we talk about skill building, we want to invite attendees to host a class for their friends. Always keep at least 2 time slots available on your calendar for them to choose from. You guys, I have legitimately never done this at a class. I have never gone, hey, everybody, I would love to teach a class for you and your family members, or you and your coworkers, or I have this date and this date available, or either. I've never done this. And I know for a fact that we are we're missing out on a lot of people. Everybody has networks, no matter how small or how big they are. Everybody has a network. Okay. You want to offer an incentive for those that book a new class at the event. Use LRP points to purchase inexpensive incentive gifts. Also, you guys, think about freebies that you get, whether they be products of the month, 200 PV promos, or even BOGOs as incentive gifts. Okay, anything you don't actually pay money for in this business, anything you redeem with points, anything you get for free, think about those outside of personal use and think of them as ways to incentivize not only people to host classes, but people to enroll. Those of you that are like my direct enrollees, I have offered you a plethora of different enrollment incentives to people. And even paying for people's memberships, I consider that fast start bonus that I get paying back into sort of that system. Now, the things that I do, like paying for people's entire membership, I wouldn't recommend until you're making at least $500 to $600 a month with doTERRA. But if you're making that kind of money, you can afford to gift a membership or 2. You make at least half of it back with an enrollment typically. Okay. Avoid using the word referral. Interesting. Ask instead who came to mind during the class that they thought would have enjoyed being there. Okay, so here's some sample scripts. I really appreciate working with you tonight, and I know you'll love your enrollment kit. I found that many of the people who come to these presentations get about 10 minutes in and think of friends or family members who would have loved to learn what they just did. I'd like to set up classes for those people you feel missed out. Did anyone come to mind during the class? Family, friends, workout partners, people from church? If you're in a group, here's your sample script. By now, most of you have had 3 or 4 people or 20 people come to mind who would have enjoyed what we covered today or tonight. If you would like to host your own class, get with me after and we will set something up. But hurry, because times are first come, first served. Okay. So, how well do you gather referrals? I will go ahead and give you a chance to reflect on this. And you guys, all of these little boxes you're going to use at the end, but I will show you with my hands how well I am at this. This is a 0 is not even on this rating scale. You're supposed to at least give yourself a 1. I could not in good conscience even give myself a 1 in this area. You guys, it's terrible. Okay, so I know what area I really, really, really need to work with. Oh, sorry, I said gathering referrals was the last step, but it looks like step 9, the follow-up, is the last step. So, okay, so let me go to the next page. Okay, so follow up. If you guys want to come back and watch these lovely videos at a later time, please feel free. So get a next step on your calendar. Schedule a lifestyle overview for every person who enrolls. For those interested in discussing the business opportunity, schedule a business overview. Inevitably, you'll find some people who are not yet ready to enroll. So just continue to nurture that relationship. Strong relationships are the most valuable resource in your business. We are in a relationship business. We are in a people, we are in a community business, okay? So here is the skill building. Schedule a lifestyle overview with every customer to review their wellness goals and enroll them in the loyalty rewards program. Never leave a class or a one-on-one without a time and date for the next step. I'm pretty good at the first bullet and not good about the second bullet. Be pleasantly persistent. I love that. I hear from a lot of you guys often that you find it hard to have a balance between, you know, being annoying and not. And that's just, you know, that's just a skill. And sometimes you might overstep a boundary without intentionally doing that. But the reality is, if people are really interested, you're not overstepping a boundary. Today, I reached out to somebody who I'd sent information to about 2 weeks ago, and her response was, oh my gosh, yes, I got so busy. I totally forgot to look into this. Let me hear about what your promotion is for this month. And then, of course, I sent her all the information and then totally is ghosting me. But she replied that she wanted to know. So again, I'll probably wait a couple of days and then reach out to her again. And, you know, when people ignore me, I typically wait a little bit longer in between each contact. Everybody's different. And then sometimes I'll let a good space of time. Like I had a bunch of people last month that I thought for sure were going to enroll and didn't. So I kind of laid off for 2 or 3 weeks. And now I'm going to kind of start coming back and revisiting them. Okay. People love the lifestyle overview because it's customer support everyone is hoping for. So what I do love about the lifestyle overview is it's a way for people to see that we are not about, you know, one and done. We don't want people to just buy product from us and then just say, see you later. Good luck with that. We are there for continuous support. Okay, so here's a sample script. As I said in the class, the next step is scheduling a lifestyle overview. So I can teach you how to use your kit. It only takes about 30 minutes. I don't think that's true. I would give yourself at least 45 minutes. I have time Wednesday evening at 7:30 or Thursday morning at 11. Which one fits best into your schedule? This is a strategy that you want to use as often as possible, which is to offer choices versus just saying, let me know when you're available. People will never let you know when they're available. They're always too busy. But if you give them 2 dates and times, they're more likely to lock in a time. And then if those don't work, then you offer them 2 different ones. Okay. Same thing if somebody has a scheduled appointment with you and then cancels, you're going to want the follow-up to be like, oh, I'm so bummed you couldn't make it. Let's reschedule. You know, I have this date and time and this date and time. Okay. So how well do you follow up? Rate yourself from 1 to 10 on how confident you feel. 10 being very confident. And I made a mistake, but that's okay. Why am I not knowing how to? Oh, there we go. Can we go back real quick to the gathering referrals? Can I just see what everybody rate themselves at? You already saw mine. What's this? Yeah. Okay. What about following up? I actually don't like how much I don't get to do membership overviews as much as I would like. And it's not that I don't ask, it's that people don't often take me up on it. The other thing I'm not great at, and I'm sure my Outer Island people would attest to this, I'm great at sending my welcome kit. I'm great at, you know, being communicative, but I don't like sort of force the whole lifestyle membership overview online, which is totally easy to do via Zoom, right? And so I need to be a lot more consistent with that. So I gave myself a 5 in that area. And I don't know if you guys saw my post, but did I post it? I don't even know. But I just figured out this last weekend, like I had somebody in Washington that wanted information and I wanted to mail her a catalog, and catalogs are expensive to mail. They are heavy. It costs me $6 or $7, I think sometimes. $5 or $6 to mail a catalog. So what I figured out was I just did it for my doTERRA account as a one-time order. I sent her a catalog for $1.50. I just sent her a lifestyle overview, a live guide for $1, and a living magazine, I think for $1, $1.50. And the shipping was $5, but I got the shipping is $4 because she's in the continental states, so they have a $4 shipping option, and I get 2 of those dollars back in points. So overall, it costs me $1, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 to ship it to her, but I got 2 back in free product credit. But now, when she enrolls, I've already sent her that live guide, right? And I've already sent her a living magazine and a catalog. And so I'm starting to think I'm on to something that, like, rather than packing it up and mailing it, I literally can go into my back office, create a one-time order, mail that. I don't know. I'm liking it. It was really easy. And I guarantee if I had mailed her those 3 things, and I still paid the same price, right? For the product guide, the living magazine, it still paid for all of those things. So then to mail it, guarantee, wouldn't cost me $2 in shipping. So anyway, that's just a little tip for you guys. If you have people, friends, family on the mainland that are interested and want more information. And the truth is, you guys, people like that. I don't know about you guys. I love a hard copy catalog. I love to flip through catalogs and like mark things that I like. And honestly, the catalog itself is such a great resource because every product that doTERRA makes is featured in there. And, you know, you can use it as like a mini reference guide. It's not super detailed, but all right, let's go ahead and look at our last page, you guys. Unlocking your potential. So this is what I'm going to kind of ask everybody to do as their homework is to go ahead and go through this. And I'm not going to have you do it tonight. But basically, you're going to take all of you're going to write today's date. Now, we did this I mean, you could just write today's date for all of it, but you don't have to write the actual dates that we went over those pages. But throughout this guide, you have learned principles that will help you unlock your potential as a doTERRA wellness advocate. You know that selling the doTERRA way means serving others and building relationships. After clarifying why you are selling doTERRA products and letting go of misconceptions, you have embraced your identity as a salesperson. You have learned essential skills, identified the fundamentals of success, mindset, skill set, and tool set, and study the doTERRA sales cycle. Continue applying these sales principles and honing your skills so you can achieve your goals. So you're going to tally your sales scores. Oh, sorry. Today's date goes on top here. And you're going to tally your sales scores to create a comprehensive review of your current sales score. This sales score makes your progress quantifiable and allows you to easily identify your strongest and weakest areas. Okay. This also is a great tool for coaching your team and developing their sales ability. Encourage your team members to fill out the guide and record their scores. As you coach them, start by asking what their current sales score is and help them improve in the areas. So as you plan and track your success, this is the very last page, examine your two strongest areas of the sales cycle. Analyze what unique skills and talents you use to succeed at those steps, and then find ways to use those same talents to improve your two weakest areas. So for mine, it's asking for referrals. For example, if you feel confident inviting but struggle with closing, you want to really figure out what strengths you use to invite and see how they can be used to help you close. With this, you want to create an action plan for increasing your scores below. Consider implementing the skill building suggestions in the guide, role playing to gain confidence, or working with an upline leader. You know what? I said we were going to do this, but let's just take 5 minutes to go back and do some of this work, because I tell you, I will speak from experience that if I don't do it now, the chances of me doing it grow slimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and I'm going to ask that everybody work on this for about 5 minutes. Does anybody not have this guide in front of them though? Hold on, let me. Okay, Fraser, can you, and Sierra, I'm going to put up just page 22, which has, you know what though? No, that's not going to work. I'm going to put up page 22 for you guys to just look at. It just has the categories and not the like nitty gritty, but I think it's enough for you to know. Just give your guys a sales score of 1 to 10. Just jot it down on a piece of paper or take a note on your phone. Maybe I won't give 5 minutes for it, but just I think since we're here, and then let me move this. Okay. So I love this part down here. And those of you that don't have the sales guide, you don't necessarily have to buy one. You could just download maybe this page. But I love this idea of setting a goal for yourself, your organizational volume sales goal. And for a lot of you, like Fraser, Tosh, it might just be at this point solidifying like your $50 bonus and 2,000 OV, like executive. Sierra, you're a little bit more in the beginning stages. So, you know, even looking at your organizational volume sales goal for the next 30 days, 90 days, and then in a year, like set your guys, look at look at the doTERRA rank guide and look at the different levels of ranks, starting from even director, manager, director, 500 OV, 1,000 OV, executive, and so forth. And then think about how you're going to celebrate when you achieve your goal. Okay. And we all need to revisit and reassess. So in order to regularly refocus our efforts on the areas that will benefit most from improvement. As you put the work and watch your sales score rise, you will find excitement in selling the doTERRA way, and enjoying the dividends of building a thriving business. As you watch others experience growth and change, you will see your doTERRA business not just in terms of customers and sales, but as a way to make a difference in your community and in the world. So Gray Cook, one of the executive founders, says, when you share doTERRA products, you bring hope and wellness to the people you love, your community, and ultimately the world. Selling the doTERRA way is about service. One drop at a time and one person at a time, we are serving the world with wellness solutions. And I totally believe this, that we are dealers of hope, healing, and happiness. And they just happen to come in these magical brown bottles. So we have successfully completed the sales guide. Yay. And that quote is on the back of it. And I think that's such a great, great quote. So anybody want to share? Anybody have any questions, takeaways? Yeah, go ahead, unmute yourself. Thank you.
I just have one takeaway, and maybe I'm a harsh grader, but I feel like thinking about where I've been in this business and that I'm gold, and I would think my scores would be a lot higher. So I just am like reflecting and thinking, I have a lot of areas of growth, but because I've been so consistent with just continuing to try, even though my skills aren't perfect, I have been successful. So I think that goes to show you that consistency is super important. And even the last couple of weeks, it's been really hard for me to be consistent, but I've still been inviting, I've still been connecting and following up, despite, my sad scores. But if you just keep at it, you get better. And when you do something like this, for me, it just helps me figure out where to put some more of my time and energy into. But again, I think consistency is so, so important. So don't feel like you can't do this if your scores are low right now, because mine are too, and I'm doing it. And I'm going to get better. They're going to go higher. So yeah.
I love that so much. My
Mm-hmm.
highest score is a 7.
Mm-hmm.
My highest score is a 7.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Awesome.
just with Kate. I truly, okay, so when we talk about this idea of being committed and capable and then consistent, these 3 C's, I know that even though under the capable realm, when we think about this is the capable part, right? The skill set, the mindset, the tool set. This is the capable part. That even though my capable part is no higher than a 7, and in some areas a 0, that it's my consistency and my determination and my wherewithal to just keep going no matter what. I never had all the answers. I never had I didn't have a strong leader pushing me through, you guys. I figured out a lot of this on my own. And for those of you that are here and know what this means, I have never had anyone placed on my team except one person. Okay. So for those of you that are here, I'm looking at your faces. I'm trying to do a quick scan. You've all had people placed on your team. Your upline, me, Kate, Kanani, somebody somewhere has placed people on your team. You've probably placed people on other people's teams. I know Fraser has. I know Tasha just placed somebody today. Okay. I have never had anyone but one person placed on my team. And I say this because the point is that anyone can do this themselves. You just can't stop. You can't let the fact that you don't maybe have all the skill sets down, or you're not maximizing the tool set stop you. I see a lot of people get crippled by the mindset part. Actually, they let themselves get into their head and they get defeated by that and all of their upper limits and stuff. But Kate, that was so great. I know for sure that's why you've been successful, because even though you don't have it perfect, you're never going to stop. You have never stopped. You've always done the income producing actions consistently. And that is so, so key. So thank you. That was an awesome share. Anybody else? That was great. And you know what? I look at, and there's some people that aren't here tonight, but I would say right here, this group of people plus a handful of other people are so committed to this business. And I know that because you're showing up here. No matter where you're at in this business, you keep showing up, right? And that's huge. The showing up part is huge. And then the capable part comes with the doing the work and the income producing actions. So that was so good.
I wanted to say one thing about mindset, because I'm a really strong believer and pusher of mindset. And I feel it goes not just with the business, but it just goes with everyday life. And I push it hard with my kids, and I push it hard because of sports. They play baseball, with any sport, soccer, whatever. But the mindset going into the business, going into the game, going into work, going into whatever you do in your life with that positive mindset, in knowing what you want, what your goals are. They're clearly stated. They're visible. They're up on your wall. You're able to see them, makes such a big difference. And I just had this talk with my 10-year-old because I make them do their goals every school year. And he was trying to tell me that he didn't need to do it. He's like, Mom, I'm good. I'm 5th grade. I got it. I know what I'm doing already, Mom. Like, you made me do this in 1st grade. And I was just like, if it's not written, it's not going to happen. Write it down. Put it on your door now. And so when Liza talks about mindset, I feel like that's such a big deal. Even for me, when I get in a funk, I have to write it down and I have to post it like on my mirror where I'm seeing it every morning. Like, this is you. This is what you want. Get out of your rut and get back on track. Like, stop, like, whatever you're doing. Crying over spilled milk, wallowing, you have no enrollment, get over yourself. Like, hello, sister. Plenty of people no more enrollments. Get over it. Move on. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit.
No, I totally love that. Rachel Hollis does this thing that she said she's done every morning for however a decade. She writes out her goals as if they've already happened. So I am a New York Times bestselling author. I am a doTERRA Diamond. I am a, nationally board certified teacher, whatever it is. Her goal is she writes it, but not in a way as if she's going to achieve it, in a way that she already is it. And it just every day, she said, she's written like that for 10 years. And so now that all of these things are coming to fruition, but I love that. that constantly like putting it up there, making it visible, revisiting and saying the words out loud to yourself, you know, or looking at the words and repeating them to yourself. The mindset thing is probably the thing that I think cripples people the most in this business, because then the mindset thing leads to inaction. The mindset stuff is what leads people to not do the work, because they're so caught up in whatever funkiness is going on in them, you know. And I've been saying this, and I feel like you guys probably don't believe me, but I've been funky for months. Very weird. If you watched my stories yesterday on any social media, it was super raw. And it was sad, and I don't want to think about it because I'll probably start to cry right now, because I actually really think I haven't healed from that yet. And it's all about my worthiness. Like, I just feel like, oh God, this is going to go in like the public stratosphere, but I feel like my old principal didn't value me, didn't think I was worthy. And it's been messing with me for a long time. And I think it still is, because look at me, it's ridiculous. Like, I can be fine and then I'll think about it and I get like this. So my point is that I've been funky, but I'm still showing up. I still do my business. I still am momming. I'm still wifing. Maybe I'm not doing it the best I could every single day, but I'm still showing up. And I like my new job. I'm really excited about the project and the work and helping teachers with math in the classroom. Like, that's totally my thing. But this one thing has crippled me in a way, because it's made me question how valuable I thought I was, right? And I'm letting one person and a decision, and I had no, like, it's so ridiculous. And yet it's still my thing, right? It's still my mindset. It's still my thing that I have to go through. And I have to be honest, I think I just figured out why I've been so funky in the last couple months. So sorry that you guys all had to go through that with me. But you know what? I got so much positive feedback from that as well. I think a lot of people would probably feel uncomfortable, like, why is Isaac crying on Instagram? And so be it. But I got so many people who said, thank you so much. Like, I've been going through things like this in my own life. And, you know, so I think always just being authentic and true to ourselves in this business, because it's all about relationships. When people know that you are really you and you're showing up to be of service to them, like, you know, I think it all works out. So thanks, Kanan. I went on a little tangent there, didn't I? Okay, so weekly call is over. Goodbye. No. Okay. All right. So I'm super excited though. Actually, I'm gonna have to talk to the girls, because we were gonna wrap up the sales guide next week. I'm not gonna be on. It's Tatum's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday, so we're going out to dinner. So one of the girls is running the call. Stay tuned for the link. It's Kate. Kate's link will be posted in the Facebook invite. If you get stuck and you need it that night, just text me. I can send it to you, the code for Zoom. But be on the lookout for it. She will post it there. So we won't start going over this next week, because she didn't get introduced to this yet, but I'm super, 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 super excited the following week to talk about Elise Sedavi's weekly success schedule. And I will be emailing everybody a copy of this via email, probably MailChimp, in the next week or so. I'm writing it on my to-do list. MailChimp. Weekly success schedule. So next week, I'm not sure what you guys will cover. We're going to talk about it. We may just kind of do a question and answer, or I don't know. We'll touch bases and see. But let me take a quick picture. Okay, I swear this light kills me every single time. Oh, there, we're good. Okay. Maya. Perfect. Okay. Thank you guys for showing up for yourselves, for your business. Thank you for doing the hard work. All of your hard work looks different. None of your hard work looks the same. The work that I have to do for what's going on in my head and the areas of growth that I need are completely different from all of yours. But we all have work. And I think Kate's point was brilliant, that you can be a doTERRA silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and beyond. One day I will be a presidential diamond. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen. And you can do it without having been a 10 at everything. You just got to show up. You got to do the work. And the fact that you guys show up for these calls every single week is doing that work. So thank you so much. When I post the replay in the builders group, please be sure to tag your builders that you want to be seen this call. And like, not everybody can make it. That's totally fine. But just, utilize that space as a way to communicate with people. And just, if there are things that are really important that you want your people to see, please be sure to tag them. And the truth is, I cannot do that for everybody. I cannot, so the more that we can help each other out and help our teams and our customers, the better. So like for instance, here's a perfect example, the giveaway post. Kate this month is doing a peppermint past tense giveaway for LRPs placed before the 15th, and then a 202-point entry. So what's so great about that is that besides Laurel Leaf being offered, they have the ability to enter that. So, but the thing is, people have to post for themselves. Unless they're not on social media, then I totally accept posts from you guys. But they need to post their own, date and order number. But you can tag them or you can text them and be like, don't forget to enter the giveaway, or when you're trying to help people see the value of that 125 PV LRP, we're going to start doing that monthly giveaway. Everybody's taking turns kind of running it. Aisha did it last month. She gave away 3 oils. I was only giving away like 1 oil, and now everybody's giving away like multiple things. So, but that's the kind of stuff that we can really be of service to others. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much. I love and appreciate all of you so, so, so much. You have no idea. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. And you guys will see Kate next week. Good night.